Hey friends, it's Amy. I'm in the studio and I just got something really cool. These letterpress plates from my collection with We Are Memory Keepers. They're for use with a letterpress platform. I've got that here too. So I'm really excited to use this with the evolution and I thought you'd want to join me. Ready? Let's do it. Okay, I really should have probably read the instructions before shooting this video, but honestly, I just get so excited about using some products that I just dive right in. So I'm not sure if any of you are like that, but all I did was get the stuff out and I put this teal ink onto the base and I took my brayer and started spreading it around. Next, because I can't just leave things to be simple, I decided to squirt a little bit of navy blue onto the pad as well because I really wanted to kind of have an ombre effect. Now, back to me not reading the instructions beforehand. I didn't realize that the guides were actually supposed to be on this side for inking as opposed to the other side where I have them holding the card in. You'll see it in just a second. Anyway, I'm carefully inking it up and I'm wondering why it's so difficult not to get ink everywhere. So this is where I actually put the guides. Wrong place. Oh well. So I'm folding it over. If you're watching this, please don't do as I do. I'm just showing you the process and there's a learning curve involved and I just get, really amped to try these things, which is why I think that I make the mistakes and then maybe you guys don't have to. All right, so I'm pulling it through the other side and so far it looks absolutely lovely to me. But then I open it up and I realize that I've gotten ink under the O and under the V and I don't really know why. So I'm going to do this again because I still thought that it was just user error, which happens to me quite a bit when it comes to stamping and other painting projects. So now that my color is completely mixed, it almost looks marbled instead of ombre, but I think I like it. So I also carefully took some of that wipe and went around the edges that I thought still had a little bit of ink. So I'm sending it through once again, and this time I think that because I was careful and very intentional, it turned out absolutely awesome. But there is an easier way to do it. So I tried the camera. You have to take this double-sided tape and stick it on and then put the camera plate down onto the pad. So now I'm inking it up. Again, I'm using the mix of the teal and the navy, which I love how it turned out and I love the marbling look. And I'm so glad I did this. And so the camera, I was a little bit more careful and I took the wipe and I wiped around the edges again. I carefully closed the plate and held it in place, sent it through the evolution once again. It turned out awesome. So the wiping worked, but you don't have to work that hard. You can just do as the instructions would tell you and put the guides down. So finally I figured it out by watching an extremely informative YouTube video, and I stuck the guides where they actually belonged on this side of the letterpress platform, and then the ink magically gets on those guides instead of all over the letterpress plate, which is just amazing. And thankfully, I found that YouTube video that helped so much. These ink guide strips make so much sense. You do have to take them off before you send it through the evolution, which also makes a lot of sense. Okay, so now that I've got this hello there ready and set, I am so looking forward to doing it the right way. Now that you've seen me do it wrong twice, or 3 times actually, I don't even know, now you know how to do it right. If you really want to do it exactly perfect, then you would also put the little foam pads to hold the cardstock in place. I was very free with this, so I wanted to try to add some watercolor to the actual letterpress card. And I'm not sure if I'm actually going to finish this card and send it to somebody. I probably should, but watercolor works excellent on it. So you see that the ink does not smudge or run. It dries very quickly, as does the watercolor. Next, I'm going to bring in this camera and try my hand at coloring it in. So I just was going with it, free flowing, not really having a plan of action. just knowing that I wanted to use teal and probably yellows and blues. And this color scheme actually matches my line Finders Keepers, which is my newest collection with American Crafts. And these are what the letterpress templates are from. The artwork is very similar. And after looking at them side by side, I decided I wanted to actually add a little bit more yellow around it. And I think that these will be really fun cards. You can just use your imagination and do so much with this. You could add them to paper projects, scrapbooking pages. I think they would look great in Project Life, pocket pages, all kinds of fun things, mini albums, the list goes on. So the impression is really good. I like the fact that it was easy to color, and I cannot wait to see what you guys do with this. So here's how the hello there looks. There's one more thing that I did want to try. So instead of adding any ink, I have the XO on there. That's the XO plate, and I'm putting it down. Once again, if you wanted to be exact, you'd have to put those little foam strips down to hold the card in place. But I'm running it through anyway, and I think it has a pretty firm grip. So I was just experimenting with this because I wanted to see how it turned out without any ink to kind of get the embossed look, and it turned out awesome. I really love that. And I could have just left it like this or misted it, but of course I had to add some watercolors. So this time I chose pink, and I kind of went a little overboard, and I wanted an ombre look again, but then I tried to color it in, and then the ink kind of ran out. So I wasn't sure if I liked it, but then I grabbed my Typo gel pen. This has a little bit of glitter, and I just filled in the line, and I love the way it turned out. So much of the creative process, I think, depends on us making mistakes and being accepting of the fact that we will do that. And I think learning from them is really important. So I have learned that I will watch the correct YouTube videos, instructional ones, before I start, even though I always get so excited to jump right in and create. I hope that you have really enjoyed watching this and understand that there are so many things that come along with creativity and the process, and it's really all about the process. I love learning new things every day, and I hope that you guys feel inspired to really try these new products, new techniques, and enjoy the process as well. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. I love making these videos for you. If you have any comments or have ideas of what you'd love to make, leave them below. Thank you so much for watching.